Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and to this quick 12-minute practice that I use when I'm in my running era. I'm currently training for the Great North Run, so my training is pretty intense and I've been using these stretches and they're really helping me. So we're going to begin in an extended child's pose. Go ahead and come to a kneeling position on your mat. Bring the knees as wide as the mat and fold your upper body over, bringing the hands towards the top of the mat and resting your forehead where it feels comfortable. This feels really good through the hips and the lower back, and if you want to, go ahead and bring the palms together on top of the head, folding at the elbows, making a little shark fin with the hands. Bringing awareness to the body here and begin to connect to the breath, and maybe take a second to set an intention for this practice, whether you are about to head out on a run or you've just got back from one. How are you wanting to feel? And begin to send that energy through the whole body. Bringing a sense of healing and calmness. Gently use the hands to push yourself up now, bringing the knees and hands to the mat in a tabletop position. So the hands are directly below the shoulders and the knees are directly below the hips. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and open the chest for a cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round through the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Lovely. This is really good for preparing the posture for a run and opening up the hips. Now let's gently go ahead and bring the hands towards the top of the mat, step the knees back slightly, and we're going to lower the upper body, bringing the shoulders and the chin to the mat in a puppy pose. The hips remain up towards the ceiling. Again, this is lovely for preparing the body with the posture in the shoulders, as well as opening up the hips. Taking gentle breaths here. And on your next exhale, release. Use the hands to push yourself back up. We're going to go ahead and curl the toes under and push up through the legs and the arms to find our first downward facing dog. And just go ahead and pedal out through the ankles and the knees, moving from side to side. This should feel really good through the thighs, the calves, the hamstrings. Loosening up through the ankles and the hips, and gently come back through center. Finding a stable base. On your next inhale, go ahead and lift the right foot towards the ceiling. Finding a three-legged dog, feeling that lovely stretch through the legs, through the hips. The inner thighs should feel really good with this one, and then go ahead and lower that right foot and the leg towards the top of the mat, finding pigeon pose. So the left leg is out long behind us, the right leg is bent at the knee, almost straight with the top of the mat if that feels comfortable for you, or find your own version of this. Either pushing the upper body up straight with the arms, or bring the arms to the mat and lower the forehead for a deeper stretch. This is an incredible stretch for when you're running regularly. the legs do tend to stiffen up, so we've got to bring attention to the muscles and relax them and stretch them to keep them moving. Taking a gentle breath here, and on your next exhale, bring the hands and palms back to the mat. Curl the toes under on that left foot and raise the right leg up towards the ceiling again in three-legged dog before planting both feet back on the mat and finding your downward dog. On an inhale, lift the left leg this time for your three-legged dog. Finding that lovely stretch, and then go ahead and bring that left leg towards the top of the mat. Right leg is out behind you, finding pigeon pose. Either pushing the upper body up straight, finding a nice posture here, or bring the forearms down to the mat as well as the forehead. Folding forward to find that deeper stretch. Breathing gently. It can feel quite uncomfortable, but push through it. This is really going to relieve some of that stiffness you feel. On your next exhale, find the palms on the mat again, curl the right toes under and kick that left foot up towards the ceiling for that three-legged dog, and then plant both feet down for downward dog. Lovely. On your next exhale, gently lower the knees to the mat and transition through to the back, coming to lie down on the mat with the knees bent. Take the right leg and rest it on top of the left knee. Thread the hands through either side of the left leg and pull that leg towards the upper body, flexing the left foot, feeling this lovely stretch through the hips. Inhaling and exhaling. And go ahead and gently release and swap the legs this time. Left leg resting on top of that right knee. Thread the arms through and around the right leg and pull it towards you, flexing the right foot. Pulling a little bit tighter if you want a deeper stretch. Lovely, and gently release. Take a hold of the ankles now, or the feet, and pull them up above you and outward, finding a child's pose. And begin to gently rock from side to side here. Again, this is a lovely release for the hips and the thighs. Maybe try to stretch the legs out long, straightening through the knees. This can be another lovely stretch for you. Or if you want to, bring the soles of the feet together and stretch the knees out a little bit wider. Lovely. Now go ahead and, still lying on the mat, bring the right leg out long and pull the left leg over the right leg for a twist, bringing that left arm out to the left side and set your gaze over towards the left. Should be a lovely, lovely twist and stretch through the spine for the hips, through the abdominal muscles. On your next exhale, come back through center and go for the other side, pulling that right knee over the left leg and set your gaze over to the right side this time with the right arm out to the right. Breathing through this lovely stretch. Lovely, and come back through center now. Go ahead and turn to one side and push yourself up. Finding a seated position in the center of the mat and bring the soles of the feet together for a butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. Take a hold of the feet, the knees are out at the sides, and find this lovely stretch through the thighs here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can bring the elbows to the inner calves and push down, creating a deeper stretch. Think about that intention we set at the beginning of the practice and this new energy that you have running through you. Bring the hands to the heart center now with crossed legs. Close the eyes and take a minute to appreciate this time that you took for yourself, beginning this recovery process. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone!